Hello, good people. This is Sherry Shine, owner and designer for Sharika Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. We also create YouTube tutorials to bring out your creative genius. Today, I'm going live to make some wire earrings. I'm away from my normal creative studio, so I'm limited on my supplies, but I'm going to work with some wire. I went to the local Michaels and picked up some wire. It's not the wire that I normally work with, but I'm going to make it work because I have some events coming up that I'm very excited about, and so I'm creating some more earrings. But I'm going to show you what I have already made, and then I will get started on what else we're going to do. All right. Um, I'm going to ask you to let me know where you're from. Hello. Where? Let me know who. Oops. Who? Oops. You. Oh, it's hard to do this like this. You are a. That's not an A. R. And where from? All right. Ah, I got it. I did it. Hi. Okay, I'm going to show you the wire earrings that I already made. I have to just finish them. But let's see. I'm going to check this and see if I can see the comments. I guess I can see the comments there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn my camera so that you can see my workspace, and then I will get started working. Okay. All right. What I have made here, I'm showing some wire earrings that I've already made. These are earrings that I'm making with aluminum wire. And I have a certain way that I always make them. So I'm trying to do something a little different, trying to get out of my comfort zone and just do something that's different. So that's what I've done here, is kind of just, because I always make the same little squiggles. And although every pair is different, no matter what you do, but these are really, really different from what I normally do on my earrings. So I'm just putting the ear hooks on these. And I'm going to work with this other wire that I bought. So I've got these, if you can see them. Got this pair, and this is a kind of a long pair. These are really long, but I'm going to put some ear hooks on them, and then they're going to be even longer. So these are about 3 inches long. Okay. I'm not using jump rings. I'm using ear hooks that have what they call a pendant clasp on it. So it's really, really easy to use. You don't have to use jump rings. So that's why I just really love these, and I highly, highly recommend them. They're just, because with jump rings, you would have to put 2 jump rings on in order for the earrings to turn the way you want them to turn and hang right. And so with this, see, are these right? Yeah, I think they're right. Okay. Anyway, that's that pair. These are nice and long, and they're different. Okay, so the rest of them, I think I'm going to go ahead and start making some newer ones. Now, the wire that I bought, the wire that I bought is, it's supposed to be aluminum, but it sure is, it's harder. I mean, it's not as soft as the aluminum wire that I normally work with. But I'm going to go ahead and see what I come up with here. So I cut one piece, however long I want it, and then I just use the first piece as a guide to the second piece. So here is this one. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so the first thing that I do when working with this aluminum wire, and aluminum wire is very flexible and it's soft to work with, so it's really easy to work with. So I first make a little loop. So I take my round nose pliers and I turn it under. So I make a little loop like that. And then to start off, I want them to look kind of like they match. So I hold them together and then I start to kind of wrap, make little loops. So always make the little loop like this and another little loop. And oops. And then I'll make another loop. Oops, man, this is. And so what I'm going to do with this now, see, this is where I am now. So I'm going to start at the bottom and then start curling them up. So I can do them separately now. So I'm going to just going to start making a curly Q here. Just going to keep curling it around. And it's a kind of a wide curl, so I can curl it with my hands now. Okay, so that's what I have here. Now I'll take the other one and try to make it similar. So I'll just take my round nose pliers and curl it around. Keep curling it around. Then when I get it to a certain point, I can curl it with my hands. So okay, so they look sort of alike. When you're making earrings, you're supposed to, the generally accepted practice, I'll say, is that you mirror them so that they look like they're facing each other, like that. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of squeeze it together. That's going to be that one. And I'll do the same thing on this one. Squeeze it together. Squeeze all the loops together. And I have a pair of earrings. And so I'm going to put my clasp on it. And that's going to be another pair. Okay. All right. That's one. And then this is pretty quick and easy to do. And this is something that I can do when I'm away from my studio. So there's that one. I'm going to try this. I also have this copper wire. So I'm going to try this. I went to Michael's and got this. end up having duplicates of so many of my supplies, because when I'm away from home, if I don't bring everything I need, I'll go to the store and buy something else that I already have at my house. But it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna cut. I think I'm gonna cut a longer piece and see if I can make a longer pair of earrings this time. This is probably about 8 inches. So I'll get another piece. Use the first piece to measure the second piece. Okay. And now this time I'm gonna start off a little differently. Instead of just making the loop, I'm gonna do it like this. And I'm going to wrap the first piece around. Okay, this is the first one. So I'll take the second one and wrap that around. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this extra piece off. Cut this piece off. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is put them together, try to put them together, and start my process of making the loop, going back, making a loop. Now I'm gonna see if I'm gonna kind of go around in a circle. So I'm bending it around in a little loop like this. And then I think I'm gonna go the other way. Now the problem that I have when I do this is I get them, it's hard to get them apart, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna go back around this way and then come to the bottom, and then I'm gonna make a loop. So now this is the part where I always have a problem. It's trying to get them apart. Ugh. Oh boy. So, okay. All right. So I had to undo one of my loops, but I have to. So I think I'm gonna stand that up. And so with this one, I'm going to, I'm making this up as I go. Right here's, you can see that this is where we are now. So I'm going to curve this tail around. Gonna curve it. Gonna loop it around. Okay, so that's where we ended up there. Do the same thing here. Put my loop back. And let's see here. Okay, so this one I will curl forward. So curl. Right there. Okay. All right. So that's another pair, and these are kind of different. So I think I'm going to put a silver tone. Okay. Got that one. And people are sending me messages. Hey, Dorina, how are you? Yes, don't you love making these wire earrings? You never know what you're going to end up with. It's according to how you're feeling about things. Somebody's texting me. Okay. All right. I'm in North Carolina with my grandkids, and their parents are on their way to Houston. So I'm here with the two kids and the dog. And I have my door closed, man. I don't know what those kids are doing in there. Okay, look at these. I like the way these turned out. Awesome. Hey, Marcia, how are you? It was great to get to talk to you the other day. That was so awesome. Let's see here. All right, I like the way this copper feels, so I'm gonna keep working with this copper for right now. This brass, I mean, it's supposed to be aluminum, but it's pretty stiff. So I'm gonna keep on working with this because I like the way this one feels. Okay. Oh man, I did something this morning that I haven't done in a long time. Is I went to 2 soccer games with my grandchildren, and it rained a little bit. That brought back old memories. Soccer games in the rain. All right, so to start off, I always put most of the time, I get my round nose pliers and I put both pieces of wire right at the end, and then I make that loop that you always make to get started. And then once I got my first loop made, then I go do another loop and then just keep looping. You know, you could keep looping and keep looping and keep looping, or you can do something different. I think maybe this time I'm gonna do a triangle at the end. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I have them looped like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. I guess I'll start to, you know what? I think I'll turn it up that way to kind of start my triangle. And then I'm going to just kind of bend it. And then I'm going to just loop it in the middle. So my last little part here that's straight, I'm going to turn that into a little curly Q. Okay. So that's how it turned out. Well, now I have to get the second one. It's easy to get the first one because you can create, but then the second one, that's when you have to try to make sure you have something that kind of matches. So I'm going to use this one to measure where I should start my triangle. So it must have been like about right there. So now I know I can just bend it up that way, bend it again. And then make my little curly Q. Oops. Curly Q. Whew. Let's see if I can read what's going on here. This is 12 gauge. Yeah, Marcia, this wire is 12 gauge. I got this from Michael's. It's a little bit stiffer than the wire that I have at home, but it's pretty decent. So I got this pair. Let's see, I gotta turn them. Okay, yeah. So I'll go ahead and put my pendant clasp on these, and then that'll be 2 pair. And I like to hammer them because hammering the aluminum wire makes it stronger. And I have my hammer, but I don't have my steel block. And so I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Okay, one more pair. All right, let's see here. Guess I'll go back to this is the brass color aluminum wire. So what's going on? How are you guys spending your Saturday afternoon? I'm trying to decompress from these kids. Oh my goodness. All right, so this, I'm gonna do something really different with this one. Let's see. I think I'm gonna start like about a third down, and I'm gonna just, in fact, maybe I'll make a bigger loop. I like to use something to make. I'm gonna fold this down across there, and then I think I'm just gonna make some curly cues. So I'm gonna curl it around this way. Oops. Oh. I'm gonna curl it around this way and then curl it around the other way. Oops. Now, let me take it apart. Oops. Oh, I always have trouble taking it apart. Okay, so now, this is what I have for right now. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this tail, and where am I gonna go with it? I think I'm gonna curl it up this way. Yeah. Curl it up this way in there. And this one, I'm gonna swing it around, and then I'm gonna make a curl. Or what should I do? Let's see here. Maybe I hope I remember what I did when I get to the second one. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my little curl. So I feel like I need to do something else at the top. I feel like I want to twist this around, but if I twist it around, it might mess it up. But I think I'm just going to do it. I think I'm going to take the top and I'm going to twist it around. Hey, I like it. It kind of looks like a musical note, kind of, sort of. Okay, now let's see if I can remember what I did on this part. Okay, so I came, I brought this down, and I went, I went back around. Oh no, first I curled this up. That's right. I curled this up. Okay, so yeah, I curled that part up here. Okay. And then I took the other piece and went around. Yep. I don't know. It's not gonna be the same. Oh, maybe. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right. So now, and then I'll just curl this one. Okay. So now, and then I took the last part and I twisted it around. Okay. Okay. It worked out. It worked out. Let's see. So let me put the. All right. That's one thing about it. If you're creating something and you don't like it, don't let anybody see it. That's what I do. If it looks funny to me, I don't share it with anybody. That's the thing. All right. Tell me what's your favorite kind of jewelry to work on? What do you like best? You like beads? You like wire? You like paper? You like fabric? You like leather? I know, Dorina, you work with a lot of leather. So what do you like best? Me, I like my wood with my Glowforge, but I don't have my Glowforge with me this weekend. So here are these. Let's see if I can stop them from moving. So these are different. It's a different kind of a thing, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do something that's different, out of my norm. So I think I'm gonna make one more pair, and then but let me show you guys these. I showed these at the beginning. I made these. Let's see now. I don't even know how I guess I mean for these to be like this. I think. Yeah. Yeah. I made these yesterday when I was feeling like doing something different. So trying to just get out of my regular old box. And I'm kind of forced, since I'm away from home and away from all of my normal supplies and stuff, I have to kind of go with the flow. So that's different. And you know my theme. We make jewelry for those who are deliberately different. Let's see let me see if I can catch up with the chat. Oh, you like painting wood? Oh man, Marcia, I'm learning how to paint, but I can't paint that good. So did you teach yourself, or did you see how can I hope I can scroll down? Did you teach yourself, or did you take some lessons? Oh, you did? You made some earrings? Oh man. If I knew how to get you in here, there's a way that I could get you into this doggone live, except I don't know how to do it. In fact, while I'm here, my daughter said she was going to help me to learn how to do this thing right. Because I just mess up. I just keep going. I force myself to keep going, but I just really don't know what I'm doing with this. Sweetheart, I'm doing a live. So you want to come and say hi? You want to come and say hi? Okay. All right. Let me. Everybody, this is Danny, one of my grandsons. Okay, Danny, we're going to go back. Okay. Y'all okay? Okay. I'm going to be through in just a couple minutes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Those are, oh Lord, those are my babies. Well, one of my babies anyway. I'm so blessed that I'm able to come and be with them, while they're little and while they still want me to be with them. Because I know when they're bigger, they're not gonna have time for Nana. Let's see. Man, I have to match these things up now. These are some really, really long ones that I made. These are about 3 inches long. And what I like about this aluminum wire is it's so lightweight. It's almost weightless. It's almost like you're not wearing anything. Because I can't wear heavy earrings anymore. Back in the day, we could hang anything from the ears and it was okay, but now we have to be careful. So gotta make sure that I close that down real good so that my ear hook won't come off. That's the thing I have to always remember when I'm doing this kind of loop. I hope you can see it's blurry. So I make sure that this part is closed down really tightly. But now this is a big long pair. But they're lightweight. All right, guys, I told my little guys that I was gonna just, Oh, I gotta tell Daddy that you guys, we're gonna do another live. In fact, I'm gonna let them have some of my earrings that I charge $15 for. I'm gonna let them sell them for $5 a pair because I'm trying to encourage the entrepreneurship gene in them. So we're gonna it's gonna be one night this week, probably Tuesday, when my daughter helps me to be able to set it up right. We're gonna come back and do our $5 live again. Oh, but they did a great job last weekend. Although I don't know if you saw it, but that's right, you saw it, Marcia. They started fighting at the end because I was going to do it for 30 minutes. It was going to be a 30-minute live, but man, after we got about 12 minutes in, those dudes started fighting. So, oh Lord, no, Marcia, I do not. I mean, I use jump rings only when I have to because I fiddle with them so much, and I mean, it's like I feel like it takes me so long to put the jump rings on there. But with these pendant clasp ear hooks, I mean, you just got one little clamp to do, and you're done. So it has really made me lazy because there are some styles that I make that, I have to use jump rings. But when I can get away without using the jump ring, I will. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're on the replay, if you have any questions, let me know. I always go into the comments and respond to my questions. Thank you so much. And you guys, I got to do a video about getting my first check from YouTube. Because of you guys supporting me, watching my videos and commenting, I finally got a check from YouTube. And that's my goal, was to get monetized on YouTube. It's been a long journey. It took me a lot longer than it took than I expected it to take. Some people say, it takes about a year, but it's been over 2 years for me. But I got my first check this month, so it's up from here. All right, guys, this is Sherry Shine, owner and designer for Sharika Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. We also create YouTube tutorials to bring out your creative genius. You guys take care, and as always, be blessed. All right. Thanks, Marcia. All right, I'm going to end the broadcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, end.